Alright, let's look into the baby girl Charlotte to see what she is cooking up, man. I was a huge fan of this unit. Now has my opinion changed? I don't know yet, okay? I don't know. I've used her a few times and I do think she can be really good. I'm like really good, but then other times I'm just like I don't know, dude. For a support type unit, she definitely offers the support role. Don't get me wrong, okay? She is fantastic. She is amazing. Like, character design is beautiful, 10 out of 10, obviously. But the unit itself, she is a counter attack mechanic support type unit. Essentially, on her first skill, she gives a counter attack to the highest attack stat unit on your team. And then for the ultimate, if you do max it out at level 5, you are guaranteed to give every single unit on your team a counter attack for 1 turn, which I think is broken, right? I mean, like, any time that you're attacked, you're guaranteed to just counter, which is stupid. It's stupidly broken, right? And then on the second skill, it's just increase attack. Like, that's it, right? So you're increasing both your physical and magical attack, which is beyond insane. I'm sorry, it's just physical, not magical, but just physical. But still, that is broken, man. For 2 turns, by the way, that is just really good. Now, if you are looking for a support attack type unit, then definitely I think Season 2 Gouch is going to be a good unit. I think Red Sally is going to be a good unit, but for a unit of this, you know, I guess skill set, she could be really good for certain pieces of content that the game has to offer with, you know, her counter attack, increasing attack. So she's not offering any crit damage, penetration, or anything like that, but she is offering a unique set of skills which no other unit has, which I like, right? So pretty much she's low-key, think of her as William on steroids. That's the best thing I can think of. So let me get a team sorted, and then we're gonna go into PvE and then PvP, so I will be right back. The team sorted out here. This is a full counter attack team, okay? Each and every single one of these units, with the exception of Charlotte, obviously has a skill 1 AoE, so I'm gonna see how good and viable that is. Now keep in mind, on her ultimate, she does, well, now that I have it at level 5, she is guaranteed to give every single one of my units a counter attack, but it's only lasting for 1 turn. If there was a way for me to buff it, or not buff it, but extend the counter attack duration for 2 turns, I think this would be even more broken, but let's see how it is. Now, you can bring Sally, right? You could bring Sally into this because she does provide buff extension, but it's only going to be for single target. It's not going to be AoE, so ideally, it shows on a first turn basis, and after that, everything is just going to be support type on her second skill. And then the first skill, she can give a counter attack to the unit with the highest attack for, I believe, 2 turns, which most likely that's going to go towards Noelle. So let's see if she can actually cook up something here, or am I just, you know, dreaming and just wishing for the best. But I think this unit can be fun, man. I think she can absolutely be fun, but I don't know how meta breaking is she going to be exactly. So let's find out. So we do this, right? Proc off the ult. And then, bam, everyone on the team has counterattack, right? So you see counterattack, 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 counterattack. Now, the only bad thing is, I think, because, okay, they all get a full rotation in, which means that we are going to counter, no problem, which is fine. And then we'll just do that, provide a little barrier here, which is fine. Okay. I see. Okay. So ideally, the way that you want to use this unit is obviously you want her to go first, right? But then I don't even know, dude, because okay, so the way to design Charlotte is, let me just do this, right? You want Charlotte to go first, and then afterwards you want your enemies to attack. Because like I get countered, which is fine, counter, that's fine, and then this guy is going to counter, which is fine, that is a-okay. And then bam, we do this, and then I believe we apply, if we use the skill 1, we apply a counter to the unit with the highest attack, which in this case is going to be Noelle. We come in and sweep house, then the deer dude is going to come in. So the way that you need to use Charlotte is you want her to go first, provide the counter attack for all of your allies on your team, and then you want your enemies to go right after Charlotte. You don't want your units to attack first. But ideally, if you do that, then essentially you're kind of dead. So I think the best setup for at least PvP, PvE, you can kind of do whatever you want. But I think for PvP, you would want to run Charlotte, and then maybe afterwards you can run like Rhodes, I think, for like a barrier, or maybe Noelle. It depends. And then after that, allow your units to have that barrier, and then the enemy attacks, and while they attack, then you counter from all your units. I think that would be the best idea, because if you do it this way, right, Charlotte goes, she gets the counter attack mechanic for all your units, but then it's like it's only lasting for 1 turn. So if your units go next after Charlotte, that means that they attack and then their counterattack buff goes away, meaning that they can't counterattack afterwards, right? So it's a little weird, but it's actually a bad thing that she's really fast, now that I'm thinking about it. Like you want, well, no, you want her to be fast, but then you want the rest of your units to be slow, so hopefully that makes sense. But I think she can be fun. For PvE, obviously she's not offering like the greatest support role, but she can do some funny stuff, some interesting stuff. She did get some counterattacks off, as y'all saw here, but PvP, I think this unit is going to shine the most there. And we can kind of see, you know, is she really cracked, or is she someone that, you know, were we hyping her up too much? So I will be back. Let me get a PvP team sorted together, and then we will truly see if she is as broken as I wish her to be, okay? I'll be back. Alright, we're gonna experiment here a little, okay? I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Now, here's the problem, okay? I think Finral's gonna go first, which, you know, that's okay. But then I'm hoping that Charlotte can go next. And then once Charlotte goes, then I don't know if Rodis is gonna go afterwards or not. And then hopefully these two guys won't get attacked, or they won't attack, I'm sorry. I don't need them to attack, I need them to go first instead. And then that's when we can kind of get the whole counterattack mechanic to proc off. So yeah, ideally it's a little weird unless I'm doing things wrong. Unless I am doing things wrong with Charlotte in the setup. But let's see. Okay, so that's fine. You go first. That is a-okay. Now Charlotte comes, right? And then we get the entire team a counterattack, which is fine, lasting only for one turn. That is a-okay. Sally here's AOE, so we are gonna AOE counterattack, right? 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Okay, that's that's actually kind of crazy. That's actually kind of crazy now that I'm thinking about it. Holy. What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is kind of good. I was not expecting it to work out like that. I was not. Okay, let's get rid of you. Oh crap, can we get rid of you? Okay, we have ults here, right? We can proc it off. Okay, cool, fantastic. So it worked out in our favor, right? You know, Rill did his ultimate, and Sally too, both of them did their ultimate. And then it was AoE, and then we counterattack from all 4 units. I think that's actually really good. That's actually low-key kind of good. What? I really was not expecting it to work out like that. Okay, let's do one more. This is actually pretty fun. Oh man, do we dare go for it? Do we go for it? Okay, you have... I think we can make this work. I think we can make this work. Holy crap, dude, this CC is high. Okay, let's see. I think this is a real test. He doesn't have... None of us have speed units, right? That's fine, except Julius. Ooh, okay, wait. This is kind of bad. Because it all depends. Here. Julius is probably gonna ult here. He does not. What? You AoE? That's crazy. That is crazy, but okay, so now for sure I think we're dead here. I mean, Noelle still has her counterattack, which is fine. And then okay, that's fine. You heal and res. This is AoE, by the way, so we are guaranteed to get all counterattacks, right? And then we counterattack. Oh, I wonder if we double counterattack. That's interesting. It seems like we don't, which is fine. Counterattack for Noelle, and then Noelle's gonna ult here. Ooh, okay. So, see, like, it didn't work out against a team like this, unfortunately, which is fine. But that first guy, we were able to, you know, we were able to do some crazy stuff there, which was insane. I was not expecting it to work out like that, honestly. Alright, let me just forfeit here because we are not winning this one at all. So, against a team like that, it did not work out. But let's see if we can find someone else that we can try this on. Okay, so 184. Ooh, I like this team. I like it. Okay, so William should go first, which is fine. That's not a problem. And then, oh, okay. I think we can get this off. I think everyone on the team can get this off. But the only thing is that I want Rodis to go second. That's the only problem. So, okay, Noelle's gonna counterattack, which is fine. And then we have Charlotte coming in here. And then the whole team has a counterattack, which is fine. And then Sally's gonna ult here most likely. Oh, she does not. Rodis ults, that's fine. I mean, you don't attack. And then I guess we could apply the barrier on for our units, right? Because after this, the counterattack from Noelle should be leaving. I really wish it was on for 2 turns, man, but that might have been too broken. Because see, now her counterattack is gone. And then, yeah, then Rodis's counterattack is gone. And then, yeah, okay, so I think they low-key kind of messed up, right? I don't know if they intentionally did this or not, because now all of our units' counterattacks are gone, right? So now everyone is gonna, like, I mean, it doesn't matter who I attack because Noelle's gonna get the counter, which is fine. They ult, and then we counterattack. We don't double counterattack, by the way, which is interesting. And then Noelle counterattacks, and then no one else on the team does. Ah, that sucks. I'm not gonna lie, that sucks just a little bit. That sucks just a little bit. So I think if her, maybe would that have been too broken? I don't know. I truly don't know. I really think that the counterattack from Charlotte should have been on for 2 turns. And like, her skill pitch doesn't extend it for 2 turns or anything like that either. It just kind of provides like increased damage, I think. Let me double check, but if I'm reading things correctly, I don't think her skill page does that. I could be wrong, but from what I read, I don't think it is extending your yeah, on the passive, it gives a total defense. So yeah, it's not extending your counterattack, which I feel like it needs to. If that was the case, that would have been so good. That would have been crazy good, actually. What? Yeah, alright. So overall, okay, overall, I think she is good, right? I think she is really, really good, but I don't think as much as it's crazy because I was hyping this unit up like crazy, right? Let's see what Giku is running here at the moment. You know what? It depends, actually. No. I think we're gonna lose here, but overall, to give my final thoughts on Charlotte, she is good, okay? She is good, but the only thing I think they messed up on her kit is the fact that, let me actually go see, because I could be wrong. Pride One has been messing up just a tad bit, so let me see her skill page, right? Yeah, it's not. So if there was a way for her to extend her AoE counterattack buff on all your units, all your allies, then I do think this unit would have been beyond insane, right? Having it only on for 1 turn is great and all, but it's just like for PvP specifically, which is the game mode I feel like a lot of people are going to use her in. Ideally, you want her to go first, but then like, obviously you do want some protection on it, but ideally you want her to go first. You give the entire team a counterattack buff, which is great and all, but then it's like you want the enemy to attack next, right? Because they all have the counterattack buff. If your units were to go next, then they would do, you know, whatever action they need to attack, barrier, heal, whatever it is, and then it's like their counterattack buff is gone. So essentially it's kind of useless, if that makes sense. But this unit is fun, right? Like, we played 1 PvP match, we were able to get it off, and it was really, really cool seeing it in action, having like a full counterattack AoE team with all AoE single target units. I think that was crazy fun. But yeah, it's a very, very missed opportunity. I feel like her counterattack ultimate should have been on for 2 turns, unless, right? Unless no, it sucks because you can't do anything about that, and it also sucks because of the fact that she is tied with William in terms of like the fastest unit in the game. So it would not have been a problem if this unit was super duper slow. Low key, this is a unit you want to be slow. Because if, let's just say like on your entire team, right? So that same exact team that we brought on, so what is it, this team, so if I go team 3, let's just say this team, right? If she ended up being the slowest unit out of the entire team, these 3 guys would go first, which isn't a problem. You can set up everything. You can apply your barrier, you can apply Noelle's barrier, offer that defense, that's fine. And then the following turn, Charlotte's first turn, you would proc off the counterattack ultimate, giving all your units a buff, and then bam, most likely the next turn, on turn 2 for your enemies, they will be attacking non-stop, which is when these guys would then be able to pop off with the counterattack buff. I think that would have been ideal. So if the devs do want to fix her, then they need to make it to where her counterattack stays on for 2 turns instead of 1, or adjust her speed so that way she is the slowest unit on the team, but then they could also be very, very bad because she could end up being, you know, knocked out before she even gets a turn to proc up her ultimate. So I think the best thing is to make sure or allow her counterattack buff to be on for 2 turns instead of 1. I think that would have been the best thing, and if so, she would have been really, really broken. She would have been more broken than what we saw today. But Yeah, it's very unfortunate. So overall, is she worth it? I'm gonna have to say no. I'm going to have to say no. She is an extremely fun unit, and I think you can do some crazy stuff. But because of the fact that she is like the fastest, tied for one of the fastest units in the game, it sucks a lot, and it kind of messes up her counterattack mechanic, if that makes sense. Like, y'all saw it firsthand anyway, so let me know, what do y'all think of her kit? Good, bad, or mid? And yeah, I guess I'll do the Jack Showcase. Like, alright, take care, peace!